lucky to be joined by a television star, but your career is not going to end there. We have a movie star here.
That's right.
You're starring in the brand new movie called The Duff, which hits theaters February 20th. I think we have a poster of it. Ooh.
Hey.
And, it's a coming-of-age tale.
It is.
You were mentioning is something along the lines of John Hughes, and be sure to follow it. Twitter, The Duff, Instagram, The Duff Movie, and Facebook, The Duff, and of course, TheDuff.com. So when this audience goes to see The Duff, what are they getting?
You know, it does have a very John Hughes feel, but also it's contemporary. It's got the Mean Girls, the Easy A, with a technology element to it. And it kind of explores...
What do you mean technology element?
Like Twitter, Facebook, and,
okay, gotcha.
Cyberbullying.
Almost like cyberbullying a little bit in there.
Okay.
That's, you know, that's...
Could you explain, when you were
touched
telling
on.
us earlier what Duff actually stands for, or what it means in this movie? Can you explain that? Because I wasn't aware. So.
The Duff stands for the Designated Ugly Fat Friend. I didn't know this term.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it's because I grew up in Canada and everyone's
I
polite.
didn't know it either. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Like
We old.
About half the people I talk to know the term and half the people don't. But the movie's not really about that. The book was called The Duff, so that's the same title for the movie, written by a 17-year-old named Cody Keplinger, who's now in her mid-20s.
17?
Yeah, 17 when she wrote it.
Impressive.
The hell?
Talent.
And it just feels very real. It explores, you know, the problems that teenagers and people every day go through, you know, about feeling confident and comfortable in their own skin. Right. And anybody can be the Duff. It's not like one person for one reason. It's not just about looks.
And
like,
does your character help bring that message home, or is your character kind of the antithesis?
Yeah, and I think we have some photos of you in character. We'll just roll these while you talk about it. You can check these out. There you
that's
are.
the moment where I tell her she's the Duff, and it doesn't go over too well. I not so charmingly just tell her that she's the designated ugly fat friend.
Wouldn't imagine that would go over well with any girl.
But my character just kind of looks at it as like a term. It doesn't mean you don't have to. You know, in that scene, I'm saying you don't have to be fat, you don't have to be ugly. It's just the thing that it's called.
And she can, of course, get out of that, and that's what you help her try to do.
Well, the interesting thing is she goes to her friends and she's like, "How could you not tell me I was the Duff?" And they're like, "What are you talking about? You're just our best friend." They don't see her as that.
As that, right.
And it's really just the story is her and myself. Kind of helping each other figure things out and be comfortable in our own skin and not change for anybody, and we just get to do it in a really funny, weird, wacky way.
And what's your character's name?
Wesley Rush.
Wesley Rush. Now, while you're shooting the movie, did you see any similarities from Wesley Rush and Robbie Amell's high school days?
Not at the beginning. At the beginning of the movie, my character is like a stereotypical dumb jock, or at least he comes across that way. And then you find out that he's got a good heart. He's smarter in other ways, not so much academically, but
relating with people, it seems like.
He does. He's got a social,
person,
a high social IQ, if you will. And he teaches her some things, and she teaches him some things. But it's really just the two of them going on this journey. And the nice thing about it was we were given a lot of free range with our dialogue. So
it's funny that you mentioned that, because even just watching that short clip, like the way that the writing was done, it just seems kind of more off the cuff.
It's very natural.
Yeah.
We would do 8, 9, 10 takes per size because we would just try different jokes, and you can't really have an ego about it. You try a joke and they're like, not funny. You're like, okay, great.
Thank you.
And then you do it and they're like, we like that one. You're like, yes. All right.
If you want to see more of the Flash After Show, click that button and subscribe to the Stream.tv.